Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, success, happiness, and the things you truly desire seem just out of reach? You put in the effort, you follow the advice, you do everything that should work, but the results don't come. Maybe you've heard about manifestation. Maybe you even tried it. You visualize, you affirm, you focus on your goals. But deep down you wonder, does this really work? If it does, why hasn't it worked for me? What if I told you there's a hidden truth about manifestation that almost no one talks about? A secret that, once you understand it, can completely change the way you create your reality. This is not about wishful thinking. It's not about just hoping for the best and waiting for miracles to happen. It's about understanding the exact mechanism that determines whether or not what you desire becomes a part of your life. And here's the most shocking part. Manifestation is always working. Right now, whether you realize it or not. The question isn't whether it works. The question is whether it's working for you or against you. Most people approach manifestation the wrong way. They focus on what they want, but at the same time, they send out a completely different energetic signal, one of doubt, worry, and lack. And the universe, it doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to who you are being at this very moment. Think of it like tuning into a radio station. If you're on the wrong frequency, it doesn't matter how much you try. You won't hear the music you want. But the moment you adjust the dial and match the correct station, the signal comes in loud and clear. So here's the real secret. It's not about chasing what you want. It's about tuning yourself to the version of you that already has it, right? Now, you might be thinking, okay, that sounds interesting, but how do I actually do that? That's exactly what we're going to uncover in this video. I'm going to break down how manifestation really works, beyond all the myths and misconceptions. You'll discover why most people unknowingly block their own manifestations, and most importantly, I'll guide you through a simple yet powerful shift that will allow you to start manifesting effortlessly. Without struggle, without forcing things to happen, and without second-guessing yourself. By the end of this video, you'll see manifestation in a completely new way. You'll understand why it might not have worked for you before, and how to finally make it work for you starting today. But before we dive in, let me ask you one important question. What if everything you've been told about success, happiness, and creating the life you want is incomplete? What if the key to unlocking everything you desire isn't about doing more, working harder, or constantly chasing after your goals, but about something far simpler? This is where most people get stuck. They believe manifestation is about repeating affirmations, creating vision boards, and thinking positive thoughts. But they miss the core principle that makes all of this actually work. And that principle is identity. Because here's the truth. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. You can want something with all your heart, but if deep down you don't truly believe it's possible for you, or if you're unknowingly aligned with the feeling of not having it, then your reality will reflect exactly that. More of not having it. This is why people who seem to effortlessly attract success, wealth, or love into their lives aren't necessarily working harder than anyone else. They've simply aligned with the identity of someone who already has those things. So the real question isn't, how do I manifest what I want? The real question is, how do I become the person who naturally attracts what I desire? And the answer might surprise you, because it's not about doing more. It's about becoming more. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to shift your internal frequency so that you're no longer chasing after things, but instead drawing them toward you naturally. No more forcing. No more waiting. No more wondering if it works. It's already working. The only question is, are you working with it or against it? If you're ready to find out, let's begin. The true nature of manifestation. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract success, happiness, and opportunities, while others struggle no matter how hard they try? You hear about manifestation, the idea that you can create your reality through your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. But what does that really mean? How does it actually work? Most people misunderstand manifestation. They think it's about wishing for something, visualizing it, and then magically waiting for it to appear. But that's not how it works. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. You are already manifesting every single day. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every belief you hold is shaping your reality. The question is not whether you are manifesting, but whether you are doing it intentionally or unconsciously. So, what is manifestation really? At its core, manifestation is the process of aligning your inner world with the reality you want to experience. It's not about forcing things to happen. It's about tuning into the frequency of what you desire so that it naturally flows into your life. Think of it like a radio station. Right now, hundreds of different radio signals are passing through the air around you, but you can only hear the one that your radio is tuned into. If you're tuned into a station that plays sad, depressing music, you'll hear sad, depressing songs. If you switch the dial to a station that plays uplifting, energetic music, suddenly the sound in your environment changes. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs act like a frequency tuner. The energy you emit determines what station you're listening to in life. If you are constantly focusing on lack, fear, and struggle, you are tuning yourself into a reality where you experience more lack, fear, and struggle. If you shift your frequency to gratitude, abundance, and joy, you start attracting experiences that match that vibration. This is why people who seem to always be lucky aren't just lucky. They are simply tuned into a different energetic reality. But here's the challenge. Most people are unaware of what frequency they are tuned into. They say they want wealth, but they focus on how much money they lack. They say they want love, but they focus on their loneliness. They say they want success, but they focus on how difficult it is to succeed. And this is where most people block their own manifestations. Because the universe does not respond to what you want. It responds to who you are being in this moment. Imagine you want to listen to a classical music station, but your radio is set to a heavy metal station. You can want classical music all you want, but until you turn the dial, you will keep hearing heavy metal. The same is true for manifestation. If you want abundance, but you are tuned into scarcity, you will continue to experience scarcity. If you want love, but you are tuned into loneliness, you will continue to experience loneliness. The key is to shift your internal state before the external reality changes. Now you might be thinking, okay, that makes sense. But how do I actually change my frequency? To answer that, let me give you another metaphor. One that will completely shift how you see manifestation. Think about a river. Water flows effortlessly in the direction of least resistance. It doesn't force its way through obstacles. It simply moves around them. When you try to manifest something and you feel like you are pushing too hard or struggling, that is a sign that you are swimming against the current. Most people spend their lives resisting the natural flow of manifestation. They believe that success requires struggle. They believe that they must constantly work harder, sacrifice more, and force things to happen. But what if the opposite were true? What if, instead of forcing the manifestation, you simply allowed yourself to flow into it? This is the part of manifestation that no one talks about. Most people assume that manifestation means doing more affirmations, more visualization, more effort. But in reality, the most powerful form of manifestation comes from letting go of resistance. Think about the river again. Imagine trying to swim upstream against the current. It's exhausting, frustrating, and slow. But if you let go and flow with the current, everything becomes effortless. This is the key to manifestation. Stop resisting and start allowing. So what does resistance actually look like? Resistance is when you say you want something, but deep down you don't truly believe it's possible. Resistance is when you desire success, but you focus on your failures. Resistance is when you ask for love, but you keep replaying the pain of the past. When you let go of resistance, you open the space for what you want to flow into your life effortlessly. This brings us to one of the biggest misconceptions about manifestation. Manifestation is nano-T magic. It's not a trick. It's not about sitting in a room, meditating, and expecting $1 million to appear in your lap. Manifestation is a science of energy alignment. It's about shifting your identity, your emotions, and your mindset to align with the reality you want to experience. If you want to be rich, start thinking, feeling, and acting like a wealthy person before you have the money. If you want to be in love, start embodying the energy of love before you meet your partner. If you want to be successful, start carrying yourself with the confidence and mindset of a successful person before you have achieved your goals. This is not about pretending, it's about becoming. And here's where most people get stuck. They wait for external proof before they change internally. They say, I'll feel abundant when I have money. They say, I'll feel confident when I'm successful, Gog. They say, I'll feel happy when I have what I want. But manifestation works in reverse. You don't wait to feel abundant. You feel abundant first, and then abundance follows. You don't wait to feel confident. You step into confidence now, and then success follows. You don't wait to feel loved. You become love now, and then love finds you. This is why the law of attraction works for some people and not for others. Those who struggle with manifestation often focus on the lack of what they want, rather than the feeling of already having it. So let me ask you, are you focusing on the presence of what you desire or the absence of it? Because whatever you focus on expands. If you constantly think, I don't have enough money, you are tuning into the frequency of lack, and you will continue to experience lack. If you constantly think, why am I still single? You are tuning into the frequency of loneliness, and you will continue to experience loneliness. Your dominant thoughts and emotions are shaping your reality every single day. So, if you want to change what's showing up in your life, the first thing you need to change is what's going on inside of you. And that brings us to the most important question of all. How do you shift your internal frequency so that you naturally attract what you desire? That's exactly what we're going to cover in the next section. Because once you learn how to align your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs with the reality you want, manifestation stops being a mystery and starts being something you can consciously create. If you're ready to learn the exact steps to shift your frequency and manifest effortlessly, keep watching. This is how manifestation really works. Step 1. Clarify your desires. Everything you want to manifest begins with clarity. You cannot attract something if you don't even know what you're truly asking for. Most people say, I want to be rich. I want to be successful, though. I want to be happy. But these are too vague. The universe responds to precision, not generality. Imagine going to a restaurant and telling the waiter, just bring me food. You could end up with something you don't even like. But if you say, I want a well-cooked steak, medium rare, with a side of mashed potatoes, the waiter knows exactly what to bring. Your manifestations work the same way. If your desires are unclear, your results will be just as uncertain. So, the first step in manifestation is simple. Get extremely clear on what you want. Take a moment right now. Close your eyes and ask yourself, what do I truly want? Not what society wants for you, not what others think you should have. What do you want? It might be financial freedom, a loving relationship, a dream career, or a healthier body. But you need to define it with absolute clarity. If you want wealth, how much money do you want to make per month? If you want love, what kind of relationship do you envision? If you want a dream home, what does it look like? Where is it located? Specificity gives your mind and energy a clear target to focus on. Now, let's take this a step further. Write it down. Writing down your desire makes it tangible. It takes something that was just a thought and brings it into the physical world. I want you to grab a piece of paper or your phone right now. Write a clear statement of what you want. Not just, I want money. Instead, write, I want to earn $10,000 per month through my online business, working from anywhere in the world. Feel the difference. When you write something down, it does three things. First, it brings focus. Your brain starts looking for opportunities aligned with your goal. Then it sends a signal to the universe. You are making a conscious declaration of what you want. And finally, it creates internal commitment. When you see it on paper, it feels more real. Now, after you've written it down, take it even further. Visualize it. Close your eyes and imagine yourself already having what you desire. If your goal is financial freedom, picture yourself checking your bank account and seeing the numbers. Imagine the relief and excitement. If your goal is love, see yourself holding hands with your partner, feeling completely secure and happy. If your goal is health, picture yourself waking up every morning feeling strong and energized. Why does this work? Because the mind doesn't distinguish between imagination and reality. If you can see it, feel it, and believe it before it happens, you are tuning your energy to the frequency of already having it. Most people do the opposite. They focus on what they lack. They constantly think, I wish I had more money, while feeling broke. I want love while feeling lonely. I want success while doubting themselves. This is like wanting to hear classical music, but keeping your radio tuned to a heavy metal station. You must tune yourself into the energy of already having it. And this brings us to the most powerful shift in manifestation. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. If you want wealth, start embodying the energy of abundance now. If you want love, start radiating love and confidence now. If you want success, start thinking and acting like a successful person now. Don't wait for external proof before you believe. Believe first, and the proof will follow. Now let's do a quick exercise. Take your written desire and rewrite it in the present tense, as if it's already yours. Instead of, I want to earn our 10,000 per month, write, I am so grateful that I now earned our 10,000 per month doing what I love. Instead of, I want to meet my soulmate, write, I am in a beautiful, loving relationship with my ideal partner. Feel the difference. Your subconscious mind works with affirmations of present reality, not future longing. This is why affirmations like, I am abundant, I am successful, I am loved are so powerful, because they reinforce a new identity. Now, there's one last thing you must do to complete step 1 of manifestation. Let go of attachment. Here's where most people get stuck. They desire something so badly that they start obsessing over it. They check every day to see if it's manifesting. They worry about how and when it will happen. But obsession creates resistance. Think about when you order something online. Do you constantly check the tracking number every 5 minutes? No. You trust that it's on its way. The same principle applies to manifestation. Once you've defined what you want, visualized it, and aligned yourself with it, trust the process. Detach from needing it right now. Know that it's already done on an energetic level, and it will appear in the perfect timing. To sum up step 1, number 1, get specific. Clearly define what you want. Number 2, write it down. Make it real and tangible. Number 3, visualize it. Feel it as if it's already yours. Number 4, shift your identity. Become the version of you that already has it. Number 5, let go and trust. Manifestation works best when you release attachment. Now that you have clarity, it's time to move to step 2, activating the emotional and energetic alignment that makes manifestation effortless. If you're ready to take this further, keep watching. Step 2, visualize and feel it into reality. Now that you've clearly defined what you want, it's time to take the next step, aligning your energy with it. Most people think manifestation is just about thinking positive thoughts, but that's not enough. You can think about wealth all day, but if you still feel broke, you are not aligned with abundance. Manifestation doesn't respond to your words. It responds to your emotions. This is why visualization is so powerful. Visualization isn't just about seeing an image in your mind. It's about stepping into the experience as if it's already real. I want you to try something right now. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Now imagine that your manifestation has already happened, not in the future, not someday, right now. Let's say your desire is financial freedom. Picture yourself waking up in the morning, stretching your arms, and feeling completely at peace. You check your phone, and there's a message from your bank. Your balance has just hit the 100,000. How do you feel? Do you feel relief? Excitement, confidence. Imagine yourself walking through your dream home, running your hands along the furniture, smelling the fresh air coming in from the windows. Feel the security, the gratitude, the joy. Maybe your manifestation is love. Picture yourself sitting across from your soulmate, having the most amazing conversation. You feel seen, valued, and completely at ease. You hear their laughter. You see the way they look at you with love and admiration. How does that make you feel? Loved, cherished, at peace. Or maybe you're manifesting success. Imagine standing in front of a cheering crowd, accepting an award for your achievements. Feel the weight of that moment, the pride, the sense of accomplishment. The key here is not just to see it, but to feel it. Because here's the secret. Your emotions are the real manifestation. Most people focus on the external result, the money, the car, the relationship. But what they really want is the feeling that comes with it. They don't just want money. They want the freedom that money brings. They don't just want love. They want the security and connection of being loved. They don't just want success. They want the fulfillment and confidence that comes with it. When you visualize and feel as if it's already real, you are tuning yourself to that frequency. And when you are on the right frequency, your reality has no choice but to catch up. Now, let's make this even more powerful. I want you to take 1 minute and fully immerse yourself in this feeling. Close your eyes and place your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, step into the energy of already having it. If it's wealth, feel the gratitude of financial freedom. If it's love, feel the warmth of being deeply loved. If it's success, feel the confidence of already achieving it. Let your entire body, every cell, soak in that feeling, because the more you embody that feeling, the faster you attract it into your reality. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds great, but what if my mind keeps telling me it's not real? This is completely normal. Your mind has been conditioned for years to believe in hard work and struggle. It might resist the idea that you can simply align your energy and attract what you desire. So here's how you override that doubt. Repetition. The more you visualize and feel the reality you want, the more your mind accepts it as familiar and normal. Your subconscious cannot tell the difference between a real experience and one that is vividly imagined. Athletes use this all the time. Studies show that when basketball players visualize making free throws, their brains activate in the exact same way as if they were physically practicing. The same happens when you visualize your success, your abundance, your happiness. Your brain starts to reprogram itself to believe that this is now your new normal. And once something feels normal, you start to attract it without resistance. This is why people who just expect success seem to get it effortlessly. It's not luck, it's alignment. So, here's what I want you to do. For the next 7 days, practice 5 minutes of visualization every morning. Before you check your phone, before you start your day, take 5 minutes to step into your future reality. Feel it, believe it, own it. Because the moment you start to truly embody it, the universe begins to shift in your favor. And that's when manifestation stops being a mystery and starts becoming your reality. Now that you've mastered the art of visualization and emotional alignment, in the next step, we'll cover how to take inspired action. So you're not just dreaming, but actively moving toward your desires. Stay with me. This is where manifestation becomes truly effortless. Step 3. Let go of worry and trust the process. So now, you've defined what you want. You've visualized it. You've felt it as if it's already yours. But here's where most people get stuck. They start obsessing over when and how it will happen. They check for signs every day. They wonder, why isn't it here yet? And in doing so, they create the very resistance that blocks their manifestation. Because here's the truth. Desperation repels. Trust attracts. Think about the last time you ordered something online. You go to the website, find what you want, add it to your cart, enter your details, and hit purchase. What happens next? Do you sit there anxiously refreshing the page, wondering if your order actually went through? Do you call customer service every 5 minutes asking, "Are you sure my package is coming?" No. You trust that your order has been received. You know it's being processed. And you go about your day, confident that it will arrive in the expected time. Manifestation works exactly the same way. The moment you set a clear intention, visualize it, and align your energy with it, you have placed your order with the universe. Your job is not to micromanage the delivery process. Your job is to trust that it is on its way. And here's where most people sabotage their manifestations. Instead of trusting, they start doubting. Instead of believing, they start questioning. Instead of feeling the joy of already having it, they focus on the frustration of not having it yet. And that's like placing an order, then canceling it every 5 minutes. Imagine ordering a package, but every few minutes you go back to the website and say, "Wait, I'm not sure. Let me change my mind." Then you cancel and reorder over and over again. What happens? Your package never arrives. Not because it wasn't meant for you, but because you didn't allow it to be delivered. The same thing happens with manifestation. When you keep checking, doubting, and second guessing, you interrupt the process. You block the flow. So how do you fix this? You learn to let go and trust. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes. Trust that your manifestation is already in motion. Trust that it's not your job to control how or when it happens. Because here's something most people don't realize. The universe doesn't operate on human timelines. Sometimes things manifest instantly. Sometimes they take weeks, months, or even years. Not because they're not coming, but because there are things happening in the background that you cannot see. Imagine planting a seed. You put it in the soil, water it, and leave it in the sun. Do you dig it up every day to check if it's growing? No. You trust that beneath the surface, roots are forming. You trust that nature is doing its work. And then one day you see the first sprout. But if you had dug it up too soon out of impatience, you would have killed the process. The same is true for your manifestations. Just because you can't see it yet doesn't mean it's not happening. Let's take a real life example. Think about a time when something amazing happened in your life, something that seemed like perfect timing. Maybe you met the right person at the right moment. Maybe an opportunity landed in your lap just when you needed it. Maybe something unexpected happened that changed everything for the better. Looking back, you can see how perfectly everything lined up. Now imagine if, at that time, you had been worried, stressed, or trying to control everything. You wouldn't have even noticed the opportunity when it arrived. That's the danger of doubt. It blinds you to the signs, nudges, and opportunities that are leading you exactly where you need to be. So the question is, how do you let go and trust? There are 3 things you must do. Number 1, detach from the outcome. This doesn't mean you stop wanting what you desire. It means you stop needing it to happen in a specific way or time frame. When you detach, you create space for the universe to deliver something even better than you imagined. Instead of saying, "I need this to happen exactly like this by this date," say, "I trust that this, or something even better, is coming at the perfect time." Feel the difference. Detachment is not about giving up. It's about releasing control. Number 2, stay in the energy of receiving. Most people unknowingly push away their manifestations because they are in the energy of waiting instead of receiving. When you are waiting, you are focused on lack. You are aware that you don't have it yet. When you are receiving, you are already grateful for it even before it arrives. So here's what I want you to do. Every day, act as if your manifestation is already happening. If you're manifesting love, start feeling love now. Be kind to yourself. Appreciate the people in your life. Radiate love outward. If you're manifesting money, start feeling abundant now. Notice all the wealth already around you. Express gratitude for what you have, and treat yourself with the mindset of someone who is financially free. If you're manifesting success, start carrying yourself as if you've already achieved it. Speak with confidence. Make decisions from a place of certainty. Embody the energy of someone who has already won. You don't have to wait to feel good. You can feel good now. And the more you do, the faster your manifestation flows to you. Number 3, Let the universe handle the how. This is the most important part. Your job is to decide what you want and align your energy with it. The universe's job is to figure out how it will happen. If you try to control the how, you are limiting infinite possibilities. The best manifestations happen when you stay open to unexpected paths. Maybe the opportunity comes from a place you never considered. Maybe the relationship arrives in a way you couldn't have predicted. Maybe the money flows to you through an unexpected source. If you are too rigid in your expectations, you might miss out on something even better. So repeat this mantra. I release the how. I trust the process. I know my manifestation is on its way, because the moment you truly believe it's already done, you stop chasing it, and that's when it finally arrives. So to sum up, number 1, detach from the outcome. Don't cling to a specific timeline or method. Number 2, stay in the energy of receiving. Feel as if it's already yours. Number 3, let the universe handle the how. Trust that it's unfolding perfectly. Now that you've learned how to let go and trust, it's time for the final step, taking inspired action. Because while manifestation is about alignment, it's also about moving toward what you desire with confidence and certainty. In the next section, we'll dive into exactly how to take the right kind of action, so that manifestation isn't just a dream, but a reality. Stay with me. This is where everything comes together. Step 4. Align actions with your desires. Now that you've set your intention, visualized it, and released the resistance, it's time for one of the most important parts of manifestation, taking aligned action. Because here's the truth. Manifestation is not just about thinking and feeling. It's about doing. You cannot simply sit in a room, meditate, and expect everything to fall into place magically. Yes, energy alignment is powerful, but manifestation is a co-creation between you and the universe. Think about planting a garden. You don't just wish for flowers to grow. You plant the seeds, water them, and make sure they get enough sunlight. You create the right conditions for them to flourish. Manifestation works the same way. You set the intention, but you must also take steps that align with your desire. Most people make one of 2 mistakes. The first one is they don't take action at all. They believe manifestation is just about thinking positively and waiting. The second one is they take the wrong kind of action. They push force and struggle in ways that actually go against their desires. The key is aligned action, not desperate action, not random action, aligned action. So, what does that mean? Aligned action means doing things that are in harmony with what you are manifesting. Actions that match the energy and identity of the person who already has what you desire. Let's break this down with real examples. If you're manifesting financial abundance, aligned action might look like: first, learning about investing or money management. Then, starting a business or improving your skills to increase your income. And finally, acting with financial confidence, spending, saving, and investing as someone who is already abundant. If you're manifesting love, aligned action might look like: firstly, taking care of yourself emotionally and physically, becoming the kind of partner you want to attract. Secondly, saying yes to new opportunities to meet people. Following then, healing past relationship wounds so you are open to receiving love fully. If you're manifesting a dream job, aligned action might look like: first, updating your resume and applying for jobs that excite you. Then, expanding your skills and learning something new. And finally, networking and surrounding yourself with people who inspire you. Notice something important here. These actions are not about forcing something to happen. They are about preparing yourself to receive what you want. You're not trying to control every detail. You're simply making yourself ready for when the opportunity arrives. Imagine you're manifesting a new car. Would you park it in a messy garage full of clutter? No. You'd make space for it. You'd clear out the garage, create a parking spot, and prepare yourself for when it arrives. Manifestation works the same way. If you're asking for something, make space for it in your life. Now, here's where people get stuck. They say, "But I don't know what action to take." And the answer is simple. Follow the nudges. The universe is always guiding you, always sending you signs. But most people ignore them because they're expecting something big and obvious. Sometimes aligned action is as simple as a gut feeling telling you to reach out to someone. Sometimes it's a book that suddenly catches your eye. Sometimes it's an idea that pops into your mind out of nowhere. Your job is to listen to those nudges and act on them. Because those small, intuitive actions often lead to big breakthroughs. Think about how successful people talk about their journeys. They didn't always have a perfect plan, but they followed their instincts. They took one step, then another, and doors started opening. That's how manifestation unfolds. You don't need to know every step in advance. You just need to take the next step that feels right. The universe cannot move for you, but it can move with you. So today, ask yourself, if I already had my manifestation, what actions would I be taking? Then start taking those actions now. Not because you need to force anything, but because that's how you shift into alignment with what you want. If you're manifesting a successful business, act as if you are already a successful business owner. If you're manifesting a healthy body, move and eat as if you are already that version of yourself. If you're manifesting confidence, carry yourself as if you already are confident. When you act as if, you are no longer waiting for your manifestation. You are living it now. And when you live it now, the universe has no choice but to catch up. So to sum up step 4, number 1, stop waiting. Take aligned action. Number 2, follow the nudges. Trust the small steps. Number 3, make space for what you want. Prepare for it now. Number 4, act like the person who already has it. Live it today. Now, you've learned all 4 steps of manifestation. Step 1, clarifying your desire. Step 2, visualizing and feeling it as real. Step 3, letting go and trusting the process. Step 4, taking aligned action to receive it. When you put all of these together, manifestation stops being a mystery and starts becoming your reality. So now it's time for you to take action. What's one step you can take right now that aligns with what you want? Do it today. Because the moment you start moving, the universe starts moving with you. And that's when the magic happens. The common mistakes in manifestation. By now, you understand how manifestation works. You know that it's about clarity, alignment, trust, and action. But even with all this knowledge, some people still struggle. They do everything right, or at least they think they do, but their desires don't manifest. Why? Because they're making mistakes they don't even realize. If you've been trying to manifest something and it's not happening, chances are you're falling into one of these common traps. Let's go through them one by one so you can correct them immediately and start seeing results. Mistake number 1, wanting but not truly believing. This is the most common mistake. You say you want something, you visualize it, you affirm it, but deep down you don't actually believe it's possible for you. You want to manifest wealth, but every time you look at your bank account, you feel stressed. You want to attract love, but a part of you believes, maybe I'm not good enough. You want success, but you're afraid you'll fail. This inner conflict sends mixed signals to the universe. Imagine placing an order at a restaurant. You tell the waiter you want a steak, but the moment they walk away, you call them back and say, wait, maybe I should get the chicken instead. Then a few minutes later, you change your mind again. What happens? Your order keeps getting delayed because you're not being clear and decisive. Manifestation works the same way. If you want something, but deep down you doubt it's possible, your energy is contradictory, and the universe doesn't know what to deliver. The solution: reprogram your beliefs. You must align your subconscious mind with the reality you desire. Start by catching your limiting beliefs in the moment. When you notice yourself thinking, I want money, but I'm broke, stop and shift. Say instead, I am learning to align with financial abundance. When you catch yourself thinking, I want love, but relationships never work for me, shift it to, I am becoming the version of me that attracts love effortlessly. Your words and thoughts must match your desires, not your fears. And the fastest way to do this: feel it as if it's already yours. Don't just want money. Feel abundant now. Don't just want love. Embody love now. Don't just want success. Own it now. Because once you believe it's yours, it becomes inevitable. Mistake number 2. Trying to control how it happens. This is where so many people block their manifestations. They ask for something, but then they try to micromanage every step of how it will come. They want financial freedom, but they think it has to come from this specific job. They want love, but they say it must be this specific person. They want success, but they limit themselves to just one way of achieving it. This closes doors that the universe is trying to open. Imagine you're driving to a destination and your GPS tells you there's an easier route, but you ignore it and insist on taking the longer, harder road, just because that's what you originally planned. That's what happens when you try to control the how of your manifestation. You create unnecessary struggle. The truth is, the universe has infinite ways to bring you what you desire. It might come through a different job, a random opportunity, a chance meeting, an idea that sparks something big. If you insist on one way, you might completely miss a better way. So what's the solution? Trust. Set your intention, align your energy, and then let go of the how. Instead of saying, it has to happen this way, say, I trust that this or something even better is coming to me. Stay open, stay flexible, because often what the universe delivers is even better than what you originally asked for. Mistake number 3, giving up too soon. This is the mistake that stops most people from manifesting right before their breakthrough. They set an intention. They start feeling the energy. They take action. But after a few weeks, they don't see results. So they think, maybe this isn't working. Maybe manifestation isn't real. Maybe it's just not meant for me. And so they quit. They stop visualizing. They stop believing. They stop taking aligned action. And just like that, they block their manifestation. Here's the truth. Manifestation works, but it follows divine timing. Just because you don't see something immediately doesn't mean nothing is happening. Imagine a seed underground. For weeks, it looks like nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, roots are growing. The foundation is forming. And then one day, boom, it breaks through the soil. The same thing happens with your manifestations. The energy shifts first, then the physical reality follows. So how do you overcome this? Stop focusing on when it will happen. Instead of thinking, why isn't it here yet? Shift to, I know it's coming, and I trust the perfect timing. Your job is to keep holding the energy, even when you can't see the results yet, because the moment you truly let go of the need for it to happen immediately, it finally arrives. The fastest way to fix these mistakes, the one thing all these mistakes have in common, is resistance. Doubt is resistance. Control is resistance. Impatience is resistance. And the easiest way to fix them: shift your focus to feeling as if you already have it. When you feel abundant, even before the money comes, you remove resistance. When you feel loved, even before the relationship appears, you remove resistance. When you feel successful, even before the opportunity arrives, you remove resistance. And once resistance is gone, manifestation flows effortlessly. Because manifestation isn't about waiting for something to happen. It's about becoming the person who naturally attracts what you desire. So take a deep breath. Let go of the doubts. Let go of the need to control. Let go of the timeline and step into the energy of already having it. Because when you do, that's when everything starts to shift. Now let's move on to the final section, where we bring everything together and active the energy of manifestation fully. Stay with me, because this is where the magic happens. We've covered everything you need to know about manifestation. You now understand that manifestation is not magic. It's not wishful thinking. It's not sitting around hoping for things to appear. Manifestation is about alignment. It's about tuning yourself to the frequency of what you desire. It's about becoming the person who naturally attracts what you want, instead of chasing after it. You've learned the exact steps to make manifestation work for you. Step 1. Get clear on what you want. The universe responds to clarity, not confusion. If you don't know what you want, how can it come to you? Step 2. Visualize and feel it as if it's already yours. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. When you feel abundance, love, or success now, it starts flowing toward you. Step 3. Let go of worry and trust the process. Just like ordering online, you don't keep checking if your order is coming. You trust it's on the way. The same goes for manifestation. Step 4. Take aligned action. You can't sit still and wait. You must move in the direction of your desires, one step at a time. Step 5. Avoid common mistakes. Doubt, control, and impatience block your manifestations. The fastest way to manifest is to feel as if it's already done. This is the formula. This is how manifestation works. And now it's time to apply it, because here's the truth. Watching this video won't change your life. Taking action will. Right now you have a choice. You can either close this video, go back to your old patterns, and wonder why nothing changes. Or you can take one small action today to shift your energy and start aligning with the reality you want. Which one will you choose? I want you to do something right now. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and ask yourself, if I truly believed my manifestation was already done, how would I feel right now? Let that feeling fill your entire body. Hold on to that feeling. Stay in that energy, because that feeling, that's the key. That's the frequency that attracts everything you desire. And I want you to commit to holding that frequency, not just for a moment, but throughout your day. Every time doubt creeps in, remind yourself, it's already mine. Every time you feel impatient, remind yourself, it's coming in perfect timing. Every time you feel the urge to control how it happens, remind yourself, I trust the process. The more you live in that energy, the faster your manifestation unfolds. Now, let's take this even further. I want you to comment below and declare your manifestation. Type out exactly what you are manifesting in the present tense, as if it's already done. For example, I am so grateful that I now earn all 10, thou 100 per month doing what I love. I am in a beautiful, loving relationship with my soulmate. I am living in my dream home, feeling abundant and happy every day. Feel it. Own it. Because when you speak your manifestation into existence, you reinforce it in your subconscious mind, you claim it as yours. And the moment you do that, the universe starts working in your favor. So take this step right now. Drop your manifestation in the comments. Then go out into the world as if it's already done. Because once you do that, everything will start shifting in ways you never imagined. This is your time. This is your moment. Start manifesting and start living the life you were meant for.